Hello ladies and gentlemen, this is BestInSlot and today we are going to talk about a 300k subscriber. I'm going to try to write this quickly. Subscriber seller. This is not going to fit on the celebration. 300,000 subscribers celebration. We finally hit it. I wanted to hit it last year, but that was a little optimistic, and we've just started into March and we've hit 300,000 subscribers. Actually 301,000 now, which is an utterly crazy, stupid number of human beings, and you're all very weird. But we're here to celebrate that anyway. Now, I apologise that you can see my entire screen. The problem is my recording program hates my tablet for some reason, so it's had to decide to do this. And yes, I am using a tablet. That's how bad my handwriting actually is. So, I don't want to do a big thing for 300k. What we're going to do really is we're going to do a Q&A. Meow. That is meant to be an ampersand there. We're going to do a Q&A, so basically anything you want to ask, and I mean anything. We haven't done a real Q&A in a very, very long time. Like a super long time. And life changes, and people want to know about like running a YouTube channel, and people want to know about thumbnails, and people want to know about dinosaurs, and people want to know far too much about my love life, etc, etc. So basically you can ask anything you want. I'll do a big question mark. Meow. Boop. Ask anything you want in the comments down below. I will pick out as many comments as humanly possible and we'll go through all of them. No holds barred. Anything you'd like to ask on the entire planet spectrum of questions, feel free to ask it. And as long as it's not like racist or particularly offensive to like certain groups, etc, etc, I will do my best to answer your question for you. So anything at all personal about the channel, about your channel, if you want advice for your life from somebody whose life is an absolute mess for some reason, you know, all of that would be hunky-dory. Hunky-dory. Story, because it's a fish, get it? Now, unfortunately, I don't really have much else to say in this video. I need to do two videos for the Q&A because I need to ask you guys to ask me questions, and I also need to do an A bit. This is the Q bit, I need an A bit. Everyone needs an A bit. So we'll do an A bit in like a week or so, once you guys have had some time. So what we're going to do for the rest of the video is kind of talk about the plans. 300k is a nice big number. It's a disgustingly big number. And now we need to talk about what are the plans for the channel down the line, what's going to happen, what can you expect to see for the rest of this year, now that the kind of standbys of Minecraft Dinosaurs have started and Jurassic Park Operation Genesis has finished. So in about a month, on like in April, I am hopping on a plane. Now I'm gonna draw a plane, okay? That's a shut up, okay? It's a plane. Meow. Okay, I'm hopping on a plane. Boop, 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 down this way somewhere to go to. Shut up, I can draw. That's Asia, okay? In case you couldn't tell. So I'm away for a month. From the 14th of March to like the 14th of... No. From like the 14th of April to like the 14th of May. So I'm gone for quite a while. Unfortunately, I will not be able to respond to comments for the entire month. I will try to keep up to date on Twitter. Primarily, if you're not on my Twitter already, go check the link down below in the description and you can follow me on that. I know I don't really like Twitter either, but it is helpful in that kind of situation. The problem is, as I'm going around Southeast Asia, backpacking, etc, etc, a lot of my plans involve me being in places where I will likely not have internet. You know, it's not a holiday per se, it's travelling, it's a little bit different. So, that'll be different. However, I am working really hard right now to make sure there's plenty of content for you lovely people. Man, I should not draw hearts. This is why I'm single. I can't draw hearts. It's the only reason. There should be lots of content for you lovely people whilst I am gone. The plan is to have 40 videos done and ready, pre-scheduled and pre-uploaded before I leave. That'll mean 10 videos for the 4 weeks I'm gone. Saturdays I'm going to do a video vlog kind of thing from wherever I happen to be that Saturday in Asia or from earlier in the week. Like one day I'm spending a night on a junk boat in Halong Bay, which some of you will recognise from Top Gear. It's like the big old bay, it's got these big island rock things sticking out into the ground. Some people live there just like in the water forever. It's very, very, very cool, and I'm spending the night there, so maybe we'll do a little video there, that kind of thing. So there'll be 40 normal videos and then 4 vlog videos before I get back, and then we'll resume our normally scheduled content. So for me, that means I'm doing 40 videos ahead of time, which is quite a lot to do. It's many. How do I draw many? Okay, I'm going to draw something. This will make sense in a minute. It probably won't make sense in a minute. Meow. 40. Because it's big. It's big. Shut up. Right, so 40. And let's give them little legs. I can't draw legs at all. I can't draw anything at all, but I particularly can't draw legs. So I always I spend lots of time on the head and the body, and then the legs come out and I just kind of do sticks. There's a lot of stuff to do, and for that purpose I wanted to find something like a bigger playthrough that I can sit down now and record and just kind of sit and work through, kind of like what I've done with Far Cry Primal, which is running at the moment. So, when I'm away, probably the week I go away, we will be starting a new Let's Play that you guys have been asking for a long time. I don't expect it to be super popular, admittedly, it's not dinosaurs or whatever, but let's draw it. I'm going to draw it, and you guys can see if you can figure out what it is. Which admittedly is unlikely considering my drawing skills, but kind of looks like a boob and it's not meant to. It's meant to be a tree, okay? It's a tree. Shut up. Let's do another stick there, actually. Okay, and then how do people sit? Not really like that. Meh. Pew, 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 pew. Arrows, okay? And there's a campfire. And there's a wolf, maybe? I don't know. Meow. Fantastic. It's Tomb Raider! Specifically, Rise of the Tomb Raider. So we actually played the first Tomb Raider on the channel when it came out a couple of years ago, and people have been asking to see Rise for quite a while because, you know, we played the first one and it was really fun. I really enjoyed it. One of those big name games that never really does particularly well on the channel, but that's fine. Sometimes you just want a game that you want to sit down and play, and sometimes we want to play these games. And I have recorded the first 6 episodes so far of Rise of the Tomb Raider, and I'll tell you what, guys, it is a fantastic game. I'm really enjoying it. I think it's better than the first one, and the first one was already really, really good. So that will start to go up when I'm away. That'll be kind of like what Far Cry Primal is doing right now. So the idea will be to finish Far Cry Primal before I go, and Tomb Raider will kind of take over that. Before I go away, however, we are going to be starting another Let's Play, a playthrough of a game that we've played before. We didn't quite finish it, and it's not Power World, but we did get somewhat close. And I'm trying to remember what our guy from it looked like so I can draw it and you guys can guess what it is. And I can't remember, so let's just try draw in general. So we've got like a little nest. It's not that. It's also not a dinosaur game. The plan is, there's very little in terms of dinosaur games that I haven't really played at this point in time. Turok 2 we will play when it comes out. It's being remastered for PC like Turok 1 was, so I'm going to wait for that. There's a balloon outside my window just floating past. It's so upsetting. No, it's a metaphor for life. Anyways. There isn't really much in the way of dinosaur games I haven't already played. There's lots of one-off games. We still need to do some stuff on the Isle and stuff like that. So the idea is going to be we're going to run these big fun playthroughs, and then dinosaur one-off videos are going to kind of pop in between them until there's like another big dinosaur game that comes out. There's a couple left. Dinotopia we've not played. There's some Jurassic Park games we haven't played quite yet. And there's a Dino Park Tycoon that's like an MS-DOS game in 1996 or something that we'll have a little look at. But by and large, we played quite a few of them. And I don't want to recycle series forever. This was a really fun series. So how do I do this? Okay. Can you tell what it is yet? You shouldn't do that, really. He turned out to be a horrible human being. It's Spore! Spore. With its weird logo. There you go, that's clever. Spore. A few people have been suggesting this lately, like a second series of Spore, and I think, given it's been a while since we played it, and this time I have the creepy and cute packs installed, and I have Galactic Adventures installed, I think a Spore playthrough would be quite a fun thing to do. So I'm going to start recording that. That'll probably start in a week or two. And we might actually play the sequel, which is a game I've never played. It's a very different game than the first, but it still sounds pretty cool, so we might have a little look at that. I think it's called Dark Spore. Dark Spore. Brr. angry Spore. So Tomb Raider and Spore are my next 2 planned playthroughs. As always, ladies and gentlemen, I am looking for suggestions, and if you particularly want to have suggestions, if there's a game you particularly want to see, I'm going to mention this quickly now, but I will be doing another video on it soon. I am opening a Patreon fairly soon. I've already done all the rewards for it, I've already done all the long-term goals for it. I'm going to talk about them briefly now because they're really cool, but I am going to do an official Patreon video and I'll link it then. I'm not going to link it quite yet. It's not online yet. I'm just saving it and making it all neat and tidy. For those who don't know, Patreon is basically a way for you guys to support me and help me out a little bit. I don't expect people to do it at all. People have been asking for it every now and again. Some of you want to help out if you can. Whatever, you know, from my perspective, the reason I'm doing it is YouTube is not the most reliable thing in the world. I could wake up one day without a channel and have to rebuild it, and if that happens, I will be homeless. So for me, it's about trying to secure my future just a little bit more, especially because ad revenue is dropping by the minute. Sad face. But it's really going to be completely optional. But in order to kind of but to thank the people who do help out a little bit, we're going to have some really cool rewards and some really cool goals. I've been looking into some quite big stuff. And rewards is daft stuff like, I will do a video for you, or I'll draw you a signed picture every single month. I don't know why you'd want that based on my drawing skills in this video, but people might want that. One of the rewards is I will actually come visit you anywhere on the globe, but that's only for rich and incredibly weird people. But the goals is the big stuff, and one of them, it's when we get a little higher, that is down the line, it's a ways away. But it's things like, we'll commission like a little dinosaur flash game, you know, and you really don't have to spend much money to make a dinosaur flash game. And I'm thinking we could have Liddy in there, we could have Butter Binky in there, we could have King Kong roaming about, we could have Clarence from Minecraft Dinosaurs, our little pig. We could put so much cool stuff in there. Another one is something like, I think that's at 7,500 a month or something insane. One that will never hit, but it's there just because I needed to think of big shiny things. We will commission, I've had a look at the money for this, dinosaur plushes of any dinosaur. Like, people will be able to choose any dinosaur they want. Well, not any, like, as a community we'll pick a dinosaur, but something obscure, like a Therizinosaurus or something. And commission plushes for it, and you'd get about, I think it was like 3,000 plushes for about 20,000. I mean, that includes design and R&D and all that. And then I'll just give them out for free for everyone who's on Patreon, and then the rest of you lovely folks at home. We will send out thousands of them around the world. And that's something we're never going to hit, but it's just fun little goals like that. There's another one about making a film, a dinosaur film, because I've got some friends in the industry, and other stuff like that. But a lot of the more basic ones are about streaming. I should stop talking about this. I'm going to do a video on it very soon. But my point was, like, one of the very, very low rewards in the Patreon is the ability to vote on Patreon, exclusively to those people, for future game series and stuff like that. For people who just want to get their ideas across and force me to play horrible games, basically. Probably horror games, admittedly. Games that I just can't do it. Anyways, so Spore and Tomb Raider are the only 2 things I've got planned. I've not started Spore. Tomb Raider has already got 6 episodes, and it is really cool. I really do recommend giving it a go. When it comes out, I'm really enjoying it. And other than that, folks, it's going to be normality for a little while. Hopefully we'll start streaming twice a week, probably when I get back from Asia. And that is one of the very low Patreon goals. One of the Patreon goals is also a streaming marathon once a month, where we'll play for like 12 hours or something stupid, and I'll inevitably have a mental breakdown and we'll all laugh, and it'll be a grand old time. Okay, I should stop talking. The whole point of this bloody video was a 300,000 Q&A thing. I just want to say, this is going to be a shut up world. It's going to be a good year, this. I've got some big plans. I'm really hoping to get over to like Hell Creek or something like that and show you guys some dig sites and kind of explore the world a little bit and bring that to you guys on a slightly more educational level. Whilst we're talking about education, people do keep asking about Pangea Today, etc, etc. The reason I don't do it is because Trade the Explainer exists, and I actually commented on one of his videos with this the other day. Trade the Explainer, for those who don't know, is a I think he's a paleontologist, I don't actually know, to be honest. And either way, he's very knowledgeable about it, and he does fantastic videos on YouTube explaining paleontological topics and all the questions you would want to see answered. And some of the stuff you've asked me, and the fact is, as much as I love paleontology and I'm hoping to do it for a living one day. I don't know nearly as much as this guy does, and his videos are so much more professional than mine are, that he's the guy you should be turning to, and I cannot talk highly enough of him. So go have a look at his channel. I won't be doing Pangea today, probably, but we are going to do some interesting stuff. I'd like to bring in stuff other than games, but we'll see. We'll see. Either way, folks. Either way, that's about it. Yeah, so thank you for sticking with me for 15 minutes, because you're, well, a crazy person. I feel like I call you guys crazy a lot. It's just, I can't get over the fact that 300,000 of you have subscribed to me, because that's insane. And I just can't see any way that you're not all slightly crazy. That's okay, there's nothing wrong with being slightly crazy, I suppose that's why you're here. Smiley face. No, sort of slightly lop-eyed, drunken smiley face. So yeah, let me know down in the comments, questions, series, anything you would like to see in particular. I do read every comment. I know I don't reply to every comment. That's because I don't have 5,000 hands and a million years, but I do read every single comment you guys post. Oh, one last thing I will address. The book. One person in particular keeps asking about the book, because I was writing a book, and I am still working on it. I'm hoping to show you guys something, but it's a big thing showing somebody your work in this kind of context, because for all I know, I'm a terrible writer. It really is possible. I think I'm okay, but I could be terrible. I did get, like, I think 8,000 words in, and then I scrapped it because I've got better ideas, and I've got new plans and how I want to see it go. I've got a nice solid foundation. At the moment, what I'm really doing is just working on the world building, not in the novel. I'm just kind of trying to collect documents and inspiration and just trying to build up the idea of this world. So I've got like pages of Word documents all saying what's going on. I just need to start actually putting it into book form, basically. I really do talk too much. I'm going to go. Thank you so much for joining me, though. Thank you for all the support. Thank you so much for getting us to 300,000, for letting me do this for a living. It's absolutely insane, and I could not possibly thank you guys. There are no words to thank you guys enough for this, for allowing me to do this for a living, because that's insane, and everybody hates me because of it. Oh, but I love you guys, and here's to another good year, eh? Here's to another good year. Hopefully we can do some really cool stuff. Cheers, much love, as always. Bye-bye.